Stepped into days and legends so wild, where chaos rules and sanity's exiled. Tech toys and gadgets fill the air. Superheroes talk without a care. In this realm of wires and might, late night sessions feel so right. Insanity's dance we all embrace, a smile found on every face. Dave's Dimension, here we roam, a place where minds can freely comb. Second toys blend in the fray, superheroes light the way. Dave's Dimension, here we roam, a place where minds can freely comb. Second toys blend in the fray, superheroes light the way. Unbox the wonder, see them shine. Every spark a moment in time. Gadgets speaking in mystic tones, Dave's world where the unknown's known. Chaos reigns with vibrant glee, insanity's harmony set us free. From gadgets grand to heroes tall, Dave's Dimension answers the call. Dive deep into the pixel sea, unveil secrets oh so free. With techniques the fantastic sprawl, Dave's name echoes in the hall.
Welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again to Tuesday Night Talks, guys. The first Tuesday Night Talks of 2025. Don't worry, I was not going anywhere. Holidays, New Year's, you name it, you claim it. I was a little burnt out. I was under the weather. I'm back in action. I'm not 110% today, guys, but I am back to action. Of course, we got Ultra Carzilla in the house saying hello. Great to see everybody again. And also, we got a local Western New Yorker who also has his own channel. Go ahead and check it out. He's got some amazing travel vlogs. You want to check out the sights and sounds of Western New York, of the Buffalo metropolitan area. Go ahead and check out David's Life. He's in the chat. How's your week going? Mine as well. Well, it's good. The Bills won, so the Bills are alive. Now the Buffalo Bills are playing, the Kansas City referees. I mean the Chiefs next week. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. He says Bills parties. There you go. Not partying, just working. Doing a lot of work. You can see I have boxes here, and the dimension looks a little different, right? Things are a little different in the dimension. Yeah, that's right. We've been doing a little bit of upgrading, changing up some of the collection. I still have a little bit of a disaster area right here. And I got to clear this stuff out, but pretty soon everything's going to be looking much nicer. Maybe even a proper collection tour. We'll see what happens. Ultra Godzilla says, don't forget about, I still won't forget about telling you that I wish WWE gave you the rights to Bobby Roode's glorious theme. One of these Tuesdays, I will do that theme, I swear. I'm a man of my word. Unlike other channels, I am a man of my word. It's hard because you got to try to appease to everybody, right? You got to try and do a little something for everyone and anyone, so it can be a little crazy. Hey, Zombie. Okay, Zombie Hunter. And also, we got the Captain Spaulding, back in action, brother. I hope you and the family are staying safe out Cali way. But Zombie, you're someone I want to have a discussion with one of these weeks. Zombie, how do you feel about the whole firmware issue, the firmware situation in the creator space as far as Bamboo Labs? How do you feel about that? I don't do, I just have my P1S, so I'm happy about, I'm fine with it for right now. But I get that there's a lot of people who DIY and who do a lot of their own stuff. And I get that, it takes away controls, and when we get that, we get a little push and shove. There's a whole right to repair issue. Lewis Rossman just did a video, I think it was yesterday, on the whole Bamboo Labs firmware issue. Anyone who's out there into 3D printing, you probably already know what I'm talking about. It's definitely worth a discussion, but not tonight, guys. We have a lot going on tonight, and a lot of people are jamming through here. Okay, anyone who's still interested in seeing the Wrestling Night Monday Night Raw premiere on Netflix 2 weeks ago, because I sure as hell did, and it was my first time experiencing my entire episode of Monday Night Raw. Honestly, for me, it was the first time I watched Monday Night Raw in years, because for a few years, we've cut the cord here at the Dimension. We haven't had any cable TV for a long while. We stream everything, so it's cool being able to watch wrestling again on Monday nights. It is pretty fun, and I'm even thinking about possibly doing a live stream on Monday nights, kind of like a reaction stream. I mean, obviously, we're not going to show the Netflix content, but I'm thinking of maybe doing like a hangout stream for those who are interested. We react to all the matches. What do you guys think? Anyone who's interested, let me know in the comments. But let's catch up on everyone else. David said, I too have been upgrading my stuff. Don't have a proper mic yet. Honestly, shameless plug. The Fine AM8. I got this for around $50 on Amazon. This is a plug-and-play microphone. However, let me show you a little something here. There is a jack for a DSLR. Or, sorry, XLR. There is a port on the back for XLR. So if you want to eventually upgrade with an XLR interface to your computer, you can do this. This mic is upgradable, and it has a pretty good sound. What do you guys think? Does this sound pretty well? I mean, for a $50 microphone, it's got your RGB on it and everything. So if you want to, you can have your lights. You can play around with it. It's, again, just like my previous Fine mic, it's touch sensitive, so you can mute yourself instantly. So that's pretty awesome right there, guys. Let's see, who else we got going on? We got Zombie saying, hey Dave. Zombie, I hope you're doing good. We got the man, the myth, the nerd affiliated himself, the streaming gamer this past weekend. I know he said he had some free time, and he did a whole slew of streams, and he didn't just stick to one game. He went across the whole gambit. Was it that one samurai game? It definitely that definitely looks like something I want to try and play. So, guys, if you're not following Nerd Affiliated, hey Archer, every Thursday night at 8:15ish Eastern Time on the Nerd Affiliated channel, go ahead and check him out. And of course, he's brought back the Nerdy Coffee, and Nerd Affiliated. Also, the Real Nerd Busters. Please follow them on Instagram. They are an amazing group of guys. Sal, the Rambling Nerd himself, Anthony, and of course, Hey Archer himself. Guys, please follow them for any and all of your Ghostbuster content. Please, really do. And they are all collectors now. I like Archer's workshop that he has going on in his basement. Anthony is becoming an actual collector. And that's no shade at all. I mean, he started picking up a few things, and now he's got like a full-blown collection. And he's an inboxer. I don't know how inboxers do it. I really don't. I mean, hell, take a look at everything here. Everything is out of the box because I just can't keep them boxed up. Hashtag let them breathe. We got Bill in the chat. Hey, Bill, how you doing today? Saying, sup, Dave? Sup, guys? Hope everyone's doing great. What? Archer's asking, look at that camera. What about that camera? What are you noticing about that camera? What was that? Yeah, we kind of did a few upgrades in the channel. I was squirreling some money away. We got the new microphone because my other one kept shorting out. This one keeps failing me on a regular, so I'm putting that up for now. Maybe if I need a microphone for emergency, I'll do that. The Fine kept the microphone, those poor quality, is very low volume. This one's plug and play. I love this. Again, the AM8 by Fine, available on Amazon, available just about anywhere. It's the new budget camera that anyone and everyone has been starting off with. It's got really good sound. I went with the white because I also went with their arm, because they have a Fine has its own arm that is very similar to the Elgato mic arm, but tremendously more affordable, guys, and I do recommend picking it up. But let's take a look at everything else. Zombie saying hi to Archer. We got Creativity. How you doing today? How you doing, eh? Everyone's saying hello to the future. Excuse me. So let's take a look here. Ultra Carzil. 2025 will be my first full year of collecting Jurassic World, Halo, and WWE figures. Awesome. What else we got? Everyone's saying hello to everybody else. Awesome. David said XLR. I'm not doing XLR yet, but it's just USB Type-C to USB Type-C into the back of the computer. And what's cool is this mic actually comes with an adapter. So if you don't have a USB or a USB Type-C port on the back of your computer, you can use a standard USB adapter that comes with it and plug it into any port on the computer. So a lot of versatility, and I love that it has the XLR port on the back. So if you want to upgrade, you're future-proofing your setup, which is awesome, and it's an affordable mic. And full disclosure, no, I bought this mic with my own money. The same thing with mic arm, and of course our new camera. We upgraded to the OBSBot Tiny 2 Lite 4K camera, and what's great about this is it has motion tracking. It has motion tracking in real time, and it also has autofocus. It has autofocus, which is something I love and something that I was actually missing. So there we go. So yeah, upgraded a few different things. Amazon had an amazing deal on the OBSBot Tiny 2 Lite 4K, so I could not pass up on this. And the thing is, it is so small. I mean, if anyone's seen the C922 or the Elgato Facecam, this thing is like a Tic Tac compared to it. It is so small, it's not even funny. What do I mean? Well, let me actually show you guys. We're going to add a little camera right here. So I'm going to add my C922. Add that camera right now. So waiting for that to load. We're going to show that right here. So this is the C922. Okay. Look how small the OBSBot is compared to the Facecam. This is the OBSBot. It's so small. It's amazingly small. You can actually position it in a lot of different ways. In fact, if you guys want more details on that, we have a video. There is a video out, a little review I did. It's not the most organized video, I'll admit. It was a little bit long, but there's a lot of features in this that will quantum leap your streams. I swear to God, it is fun till your daddy took the T-Bird away. Okay, so let's catch this out. I never watched Monday Night Raw, and even when I sued to have DirecTV, or used to have DirecTV, we sadly never got around to watching USA Network on DirecTV subscription. Honestly, the first premiere of Monday Night Raw, it felt like a friggin' pay-per-view. I mean, you had John Cena, you had The Rock, you had Hulk Hogan make an appearance. I mean, I was like, what year is this? But it was an amazing event. They had a lot of energy, a lot going on, and I gotta say, from when I stepped away from watching wrestling, it was major, guys. It was major. Okay, here we go. We got David's life dropping in the link. Let's take a look at what David got. I'm going to take a quick look here. Oh, okay, yes. I've used versions of these. Let me show you guys what he's talking about. So these are some very cool wireless microphones. Okay, you clip it onto your shirt. And the third unit right here, let me see if you guys can see this right here, this little unit right here. It's a USB Type-C. It plugs into your Android phones, but don't fret. They do have an iPhone version of it if you have an older iPhone. iPhone 15 and 16 are both USB Type-C, so that's universal now. But if you have anything who's like a 14 Pro Max, like yours truly, something like this works perfectly on these. And these are pretty inexpensive. I mean, $22 for two mics. They charge via USB Type-C, then the wire comes with them. You just charge them, you take them on the go, $22. And honestly, if you lose them, you can get another set for less than the price of a large pizza. I mean, it's pretty affordable, and it's great if you're on the go. If you're using your cell phone, to interview someone, or you're doing a vlog and you want like someone who's with you to talk, you both are talking because the microphone is hitting the receiver that's plugged into your phone. So then those mics become the priority volume or the priority audio for whatever you're recording off of your phone, which is fantastic. I've used them for Ghostbusters Day. I've used them for all different types of events. It's awesome. It's a great tool. I love it. I've used it for a few cons. It's a great pickup. That is a great idea, David. Kudos to you. That is awesome. Let's take a look. Yeah, there. Arch is saying, so Ghost is awesome. Also did Ghost Recon and Dragon Ball Fighters. Yeah, I saw you playing Dragon Ball Fighters. How was that? I mean, I'm kind of go back a few years to some of the older Dragon Ball games, because it just seems like it's just a crisper or better animation with some of the newer games, but it's still the same kind of stories, it looks like. Here we go. Carzilla saying, anyone having trouble having USPS problems because they keep misshipping my Etsy package, and I have filed an Etsy case to get my refund. I can't personally say I've had trouble personally. Maybe it's something with the local postal service in your area. That's possible. Ultra Carzilla saying hey to Zombie. Zombie saying hey right back. Zombie says, looks really good, Dave. Awesome. But I really would love to hear your thoughts on the bamboo situation one of these days. Sometime soon. Maybe on Cat Stream, or if you want to come on one of our Tuesday night talks. Would love to do that. We got David's Life saying, awesome cam. I love the fact that, it's got the automatic gyro, and it does hand signals too. So we can zoom in, and I can zoom out. And there is a more expensive version. Now, this camera, they actually have a more expensive version of it. Where are we? There you go. So this it went up in price. I got it at the best time then. Now this camera usually goes for $179.99. It's currently $159, which is still $20 off, but I got it for $143. Plus I had a gift card, so I really came out ahead on this. But this is great. There is a $300 version of this camera. Okay, there's one that comes with like a remote and some gimbal arms. Because what's great about this is, you can kind of like selfie camera if you really wanted to. A lot of people like to use this for streaming. I was not going to pay $400 for it. No way. So I went with the Tiny Light 4K that without all the adapters, without all those extra bells and whistles, but it still does a ton here. It still does a ton, and I love it. And I hope you guys like the quality and also the functionality that we have now. I mean, literally, I can get up and walk around. We don't have to like reposition cameras, and I love the fact that it's got that autofocus. We can hold stuff up, and of course, sometimes we have to. Now, the interface, there is a software you can download, and we can do a lot of different things on here. If we wanted to do more of an upper body focus, we can do that. If we wanted to do a close-up, there's different features on here. I'm not going to feature every little thing. You can also control the gimbal remotely. We want to rotate around, we can do all this remotely right in the interface. So that is very cool right there. So yeah, it's got a lot of fun little bells and whistles here, guys. But yeah, honestly, I scored. I did an amazing. I picked the right time. Now also there is this one for 129. I was gonna get this one. They actually had it on sale and I missed. I waited too long. This one is another OBSBot camera, the OBSBot Meet 2 4K. And what's great about this is the stand. It doesn't physically connect to the stand. It's magnetic, so you can actually have this sitting right here. It's very portable. Like we're talking like this small, like that small. And what's great is if you wanted to do like more of an Instagram kind of content, all you have to do is rotate the camera onto its side. Again, it's magnetic. It just stays right onto the stand. So yeah, there's this. I mean, that's pretty affordable, and it's still a 4K camera. It's still a 4K camera. It has autofocus for 129. It's very small. It's very portable. So if you're a content creator on the go, maybe someone who likes to do a lot of unboxes, or you just love to focus, like maybe you want to take something on the go that has autofocus. You're going to show different details, different items. There's a lot of things you can do with it. I mean, hell, I could take something like that with like a laptop or tablet on the go in a backpack. I could go on a bike ride, and if I'm doing a video on my bike, I can actually take the laptop or tablet out, plug that camera into it, and use that camera in autofocus on parts of the bike. There's a lot of different things you guys can do, a lot of possibilities, and I kind of love that. I love it. So let's catch up on everyone here. Let's see here. I tried to look for the mic. Mine handed me the link. Oh no, not a problem. So I'm just gonna go back in my orders, because I literally just got this microphone, I think, on Friday. So actually, I'm gonna grab the link right here. There we go. Copy, and I'm gonna drop it right into the chat, guys. So if anyone who's interested in the AM8 by Fine, I'm dropping it in the link right there. And by the way, if anyone wants to join the stream, you guys know the deal. Right at the top of the chat, you're going to see the link to jump into the portal, jump into the dimension, and join me here. So we got lots to talk about. Let's see here. Oh, we got Megadan Collects in the chat. There you go. Yeah, he's Ultra Car Zero was talking about the first Raw. My favorite matches were CM Punk and Seth Rollins and Roman versus Solo. The Tribal Chief, shakedown. So they had a lot of great stuff going on. Megan Ann says, "Yo, everyone, joyous night for baseball fans. Congratulations." Okay. I'm not a big. I like baseball. I like going to baseball games periodically. Personally, I'm not a Yankees fan. That's just me. And by the way, moment of silence for Bob Uecker, a great baseball player and commentator who recently passed away, and also comical actor. He had a sitcom back in the 80s. He was the father on Belvedere, if anyone from the 80s remembers that show. He was also the voice of the commentator from the Major League movies. That's where a lot of people know him more so from. So there we go. Now David is sharing a link to Temu. Okay, so this is another pickup he did, and let me just pull this up, guys. So apparently he got this ring light for about $16.57. It's got your basic stand, very easy to break down, and of course USB powered. So if you have a power bank, you can take something like this on the go. If you're traveling at a con or you're at a hotel, you can go ahead and just use that. We got the RGB, and we got some different color modes right there, different hues. Very easy. I'm not a big fan of the twist ones. I've had some issues with those over time. They're good if you're starting out and then getting up to something better. That's kind of like my thought on it. So let's go ahead and we'll jump back to the chat here. Oh, Megadan, happy birthday. This Sunday, Megadan's birthday, he will be 30, hitting the big 3-0. Happy early birthday, Megadan. Hope it's an awesome day for you. Hope it's a great weekend. Hope you're staying warm. David also showed off another link to Temu products. just shows a couple various items. Was there something particular you're trying to share there? Let me know. Okay, 4K camera and light stand. Okay, awesome. Zombie says that's cool. Damn, Dave. What? which thing? The microphone or the camera? Yeah, the camera. I love the fact that I can just move around and it'll do all that great all that tracking. Yeah. It's like I have my own cameraman. It's nice and fun. But let's go ahead and continue to chat here, guys. Excuse me. Since we are in 2025, I get around to post my Halo Jurassic Park crossover reels on Instagram during the first quarter of 2025. Guys, please go ahead and check out Ultra Carzilla on Instagram. You don't want to miss out. Okay, he says cool cam. Thank you. When I do get my refund on Etsy order from the Thanatos Unlimited, I will use the money to buy the DNA Design DK52 upgrade kit to improve Studio Series figures of Rise of the Beast, Primal, and Cheetor, and Rhydox. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, Ultra Carzilla's got some pretty awesome ideas here going for the Spartans for, of course, his Halo crossovers. Everyone's saying happy early birthday to Megadan. Megadan's thanking everyone. There you go. That's what it's all about, guys. Now, he says, okay, Ultra Carzilla says, anyone on Instagram saw my first ever custom paint on Jurassic Park World as I repainted the Raptor blue Demon Velociraptor colors inspired by Demon Carnotaurus. There you go. Let's see here. On my birthday, my family is getting a new dog and 2 cats. There you go. One big little fur baby family. There you go. Now, guys, there's a couple things I want to talk about. Yes, it is 2025, guys. It is 2025. And you know what that means. A new year, new things on the horizon, and a few surprises, maybe a few old faces coming back. What do I mean? Let me show you guys. Now, those that remember, back in 2023, back around 2023, Dre the Collector's Safe Space, now Dre the Geek Dad, and Dave's Dimension, we partnered up, and we formed a podcast known as the Outer Dimensions Podcast, where we did quite a few. We had a lot of videos, a lot of episodes that we did. We did some pre-recorded ones, but we had a lot of live ones, guys. And guess what? We're back. The Outer Dimension Podcast, we were well over a year ago. We did videos like conspiracy movies, Warriors of the Future. We did Five Nights at Freddy's. We did Summer of Demons. We did Marvel. We did Independence Day. We did Kung Fu fighting movies. We did MCU Beta 2.0. The Multiverse of King. Literally, the laundry list goes on and on and on and on. And then last January, Dre and I, we had a lot of stuff going on in our lives. I was actually looking for work at the time. So I was focusing on life in general. Full disclosure, I was focusing on life. And last year had a lot of ups and downs for me personally. It also had a lot of challenges for Dre as well. And we decided that we were going to put the Outer Dimension Podcast on hold. Okay? We put it on an extended hiatus, and we brought it back for a little episode a couple months ago, like maybe two or so months ago. And we decided, it's time. Things are going good. Things are good. Things are going pretty solid and pretty stable, pretty forward, very positive in my life. And also, there's a lot of amazing things happening going on in Dre's life right now. So we decided, hey, we miss it. We miss chopping it up. We miss, the brothers of deconstruction miss breaking down movies, and not necessarily new movies, but just movies that are fan favorites that we all love to talk about. And we're not just going to talk about movies. We're going to talk about TV shows. We're going to talk about a lot more things. The Outer Dimensions podcast is going to break the multiverse wide open. We're going to talk about anything and everything you can possibly think of, guys. So we have a lot going on. And what my hope is that you guys are going to go to the Outer Dimension podcast channel right here on YouTube and give us a subscription, follow us. Our first live night back is this Friday. We're aiming for about 10:15 to 10:30 p.m. We're gonna run the stream, and this week, for our return, our first episode of 2025. We're actually going a little bit Sentai, guys. Dre and I, with special guest Brick Something, is going to be joining us for a discussion on Tokukatsu and Sentai discussion. We're going to break down episodes of TV shows that have origins in Sentai, but also were the Americanized versions of it as well. We're going to talk about VR Troopers and its original content. Because actually VR Troopers originated from, I believe, 3 or 4 different original Sentai series. Saban took a bunch of that stuff and combined it into one show for the US. Okay? And we're also going to talk about the Japanese Marvel Spider-Man along with the 1970s American Spider-Man. So we're going to break down all those shows this Friday at 10:15 on the Outer Dimension podcast, and it will also be simulcasted here at Dave's Dimension as well, guys. So please come check us out. And if you can't, we understand life doesn't slow down. Plus, a lot of the parts of the country are getting hit with some snowstorms, so you can always get us back on the Replay Squad. Hashtag Replay Squad. Let us know if you're watching. And also, we are going to be looking back into uploading these episodes as audio podcasts like we did before. There's been a lot of changes in the past year and a half since we did that, so we'll see what happens with that, okay? But let's go ahead and we're going to jump back. Let's see here. I'm just trying to catch up. Ultra Carzilla talking about his crossovers he's doing on Instagram. CM Punk to Kofi and Xavier. New Day sucks. Yes, New Day sucks. New Day sucks. They do. Now let's go ahead and check this out. Ultra Carzilla is talking about February 2024 was the worst month, as it was the month his old Instagram account got hacked and everything, all the posts and reels were gone. Yeah, I mean, someone might look at it and say, you lost some videos, you lost some pictures. No, when it comes to content creating, when it comes to whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, whatever, Mammoth, whatever you're on, when you make an account and then you're making videos, you're making content, you're making shorts, I mean, that's your time, that's your energy. You're putting that into, you're putting as much as you possibly can into you. Each thing is a product of yourself, okay? I mean, and also, I don't want to miss out. We got Millennium Workshop in the chat. I apologize if I didn't notice you before. He is a great example. This is what I mean. Millennium, aka Rex, we know him as Rex. Whenever Rex makes a prop, whether it's a helmet or I don't know, a Ghostbusters bumper for the Proton Pack. He puts a lot, you can tell that it's not just, here you go. I mean, he puts a lot of work into it. He spends time, he spends effort. When you do that, when you put effort into figure photography or making shorts or, doing a live stream, you're putting yourself into it, okay? I mean, it's a part of you, okay? I believe Mark Twain once said, if you want to know who I am, read my books. Pretty much who I am is right there. Samuel Clemens, aka Mark Twain. And I think that's one of the truest things ever. If you want to know someone like Stan Lee, or let's say an artist like Da Vinci, or Picasso. You look at their art. I mean, what about Van Gogh or Van Gogh, depending on what part of the world you're in? You can see the frustration. You can see the torment. You can see, I mean, the bipolarness. You can see so much emotion in paintings or in sculptures. You can see so much into it. So yeah, if losing your content, losing everything that you were, because a lot of times for some of us, putting ourselves out there is not so easy. It's not easy for a lot of us. A lot of us, when we first start out, we're scared. We don't know if people are going to laugh at us, point, and do whatever, So losing that, I can't imagine, because I've never gone through that personally myself. I mean, I've had a Facebook account hacked years ago, and I lost a lot of family photos, but I was able to save a lot of stuff. Okay, so, but everything, I mean, I can't imagine what you went through, Ultra Carzilla. So I'm glad you're doing better. I'm glad you're in a better place and you're back making amazing content, and we all just can't wait for that. So thank you. See, Millennium Workshop saying good evening, bro. Millennium Workshop, and by the way, anyone who's into 3D printing, Millennium Rex has put out some amazing content recently, guys. Some amazing content. And in fact, I want you guys to do me a favor, and I want you to go and see if I can pull up the link to one of his recent videos. He did an amazing unbox video about a Creatality K2 Plus. It doesn't turn out, the video doesn't turn out how we would like most videos to turn out, but he did amazing coverage on the video. I'm actually going to pull up the link right now, and we're going to drop it here. So I want you guys to go ahead and check this out if you're interested in 3D printing, which honestly, 3D printing is amazing. I'm not just saying it. I mean, I've been 3D printing. I mean, the past week I've been printing stuff. I've been printing parts for, well, hell, my ghost trap, my 2-in-a-box. Upgrade parts I'm doing there. But there's the video from Millennium. So go ahead and check it out. It shows you that you can't just buy any printer. It shows you what could potentially happen. And it also shows you to be aware and watch review videos like this one. Okay, I'm actually going to throw this up real quick, Rex. I hope you don't mind. Here he is doing an unbox of a very large printer that it has the potential for a lot, for him to do a lot more products, a lot more items, and I definitely recommend checking it out. Rex, you can see his workshop. He's got his farms right there, his printing farm. He's got a lot of great items there. But guys, I highly recommend going ahead and checking his channel out. I mean, you see all these props right here. That's all him. That is all Rex. So go ahead and please check him out, guys. See, everyone's loving your content right there, Rex. That head sculpt is looking great. Thanks, bro. That body is looking good. No, man, you're the one putting out the content, putting out the education, because people like me who are into 3D printing, who have that interest, but they don't have that full knowledge yet. There's so much more I have yet to learn on 3D printing. But with videos like yourself, I mean, if you guys don't know, Rex did a video where he had like the guts of a lightsaber, but he 3D printed his own parts to make his own custom unique lightsaber. That's an amazing video as well. So if you guys are not following Millennium Workshop, I don't know what the hell you're doing with your lives. Come on. I mean, especially in the cold winter months like this, where you can't go outside, you can't do stuff. I mean, it's a great time to just focus on doing stuff inside, you know? I mean, like, for example, let me just minimize this. I've been printing these parts that are actually going to go inside my inside my ghost trap doors. I also have some other free files that I found through some various Ghostbuster groups on Facebook that are going to open up some doors for some new items to put into the trap to give it more of a technical look. So I just cannot wait. Ultra Carzilla saying, when I get around to getting the WWE Elite 113 Kofi, I will display my Elite 113 CM Punk against the Elite 112 Xavier and Elite 113 Kofi in a 2-on-1 handicap street fight match to avenge Big E. There you go. I want to see that. That's going to be awesome. Nerd Affiliated saying it was a great video. It was. I see. Even though it didn't have the outcome that you might be hoping for, it shows you a lot. I mean, whether a video is a positive video or it's a mistake. I mean, when I've done stuff, like a lot of my early Ghostbuster stuff, I always said that, hey, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I'm no pro. I never claimed to be a pro. But sometimes when you learn you have mistakes, you keep mistakes in your videos. It shows a little bit more realism. Yes, it might come off not as professional in some people's eyes, but personally I think mistakes, keeping flubs, keeping mistakes in, it adds a little bit more authenticity, it adds realism. It just adds, I don't want to say the word charm, but it adds just a vibe that is very, very awesome, very relaxing, and just it makes you want to watch this content. But Rex did an amazing job on that video and some other videos that he has. You guys definitely, even if you're not into 3D printing, watching what he makes it look easy. He really does. No joke. There we go. Rex is at 1,433 subs, guys. Guys, if you are already not subscribed to Millennium Workshop, check him out. Now, he doesn't just do props. Here's Millennium Workshop right here. I mean, he has guests on. He has we have industry heads. We have, creators of the industry on his channel that come on there and, he chops it up with them, guys. Look at this amazing, massive Rancor head he made for business. I mean, all these helmets, these are all Rex. Okay? These are all Rex. He does unboxings. He does so much, guys, you want to check out. Yeah, like this video. This one I watched personally because I recently did an upgrade to my Bamboo Labs P1P printer to turn it into a P1S. So I did the light upgrade that he's actually demonstrating in this video. I mean, I literally watched that video probably 5 or 6 times. No joke, 5 or 6 times, seriously. I did it about 5 or 6 times on there, and it made things so much easier. He takes it step by step. He does a couple upgrades in this video. So if you have a P1P, if you have a P1 series printer from Bamboo, you definitely want to check out a lot of the stuff he has. I'm jealous of some of the stuff he has rigged up in his setup. He definitely has the template for what you want if you have a Bamboo printer or you're just into 3D printing in general. But like I said, Rex has tons of content. He's got shorts. He's got everything. I mean, guys, go ahead, show him some love. We got a little shop tour. We got him on vacation. We got him doing anything and everything you can possibly imagine, guys. So guys, go ahead, please give him a sub and follow him, man. Plus, not to mention, do you not have a merch shop? I believe. And there we have all his links. We got his Millennium Workshop swag. We have his Instagram, his Pop L Me. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with that personally. He's got his TikTok. We lost TikTok for what, about maybe 6 or 8 hours, and then got it back. It's a thing. So Rex has been on YouTube since 2013. He has over 166 videos, 1,433 subscribers, guys. Please share this to anyone and everyone that you know who's into 3D printing, who's into prop making. Even if you're not a 3D printer, you can still pick up an amazing amount of tips for painting, sanding, or even just taking things apart, putting things together, using your imagination, and just letting it explode. You definitely want to check him out. Let's check out his merch, though, real quick. Very badass. We got hats. We got sweatpants. We got tanks. We got hoodies. We got it all here. There you go. He's got multiple colors there. Support the Millennium Workshop, guys, and keep him going, creating and doing more and more amazing content. There's all his products right there. What size do we go up to? Well, for 4X. Okay, I gotta drop a few pounds so I can get into a 4X, and then I'll buy a shirt. But there you go, guys. Go ahead and check out Rex. He's always supporting everyone else's content. Let's go and support his. Share his stuff on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you are, whatever social platform you're on. Get him out there, guys. Get him out there. Okay? Let's just catch up here. I've been sparkling across Niagara County, so I'm not home enough anymore. Let's see here. Yesterday, I got an email from Anycubic. Oh, telling me to apply for their affiliate program. Think it's because the Creatality video was a dumpster fire. LOL. I mean, hey, maybe they loved your honesty. Maybe they loved the realism, because you're very diplomatic. You're being very fair about the whole situation. You showed you point out the pluses, and there were minuses, and you did not shy away from that. You were showing a very real very real opinions, very real views on everything, and I think that was a big thing right there. So that just opened. I mean, hey, this could be the beginning of a lot of things. Anycubic, I mean, hey, if you get an affiliate link, man, is it going to be for the printers or just for the maybe the filaments? Hey, if it opens up doors, man, if it's the first of many, then go for it, man. Embrace it. I would just keep your eyes open, keep an open mind, take a look at all the details of their what the affiliate program does, and if it works out for you, great. If not, oh well. But I mean, yeah, it was, it showed what could happen. I mean, I don't want to give any spoilers away, but let's just say the unbox video does not go where most people would think an unbox video is going to go. But it shows you, it gives a lot of education, guys. Education is a big thing. David's Life says, I put bloopers in the end in hopes it keeps people watching. Just need to order some accessories from Ringside to get a ring to make the CM Punk versus Kofi and Xavier 2-on-1 handicap street match. There you go. Maybe a little screen mesh. You can make your own steel cage, Everyone's saying nice, Rex. Rex is saying thank you. No, man. I mean, that's, as someone who is 3D printing enthusiast, someone who is really getting, I mean, I've been going a little crazy lately. Like, I like to do Gundam kits. I printed myself a little Gundam hanger / weapon storage. And let's not forget the Dave's Dimension logo you see on the screen right now. Yeah, Rex also did this. He designed some amazing stuff, guys. He's got so many skills, it's not even funny, guys. But let's go on. We've been talking about 3D printing. We were talking about technology. You guys know, tech, toys, and talk. That's what I love to do. And again, guys, if anyone wants to join the stream, the link is pinned to the top of the chat if anyone wants to join. But there's some other things I want to talk about today. Like, honestly, now, we know in 2024, the big thing was popcorn buckets for collectibles, right? Guys, just when we thought we were out, they pull us back in. So for Captain America Brave New World, starring Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson, a.k.a. Captain America, what do we got going on here, guys? Here we go. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I need that. So for AMC, they're doing this shield that is like a collapsible cup kind of deal, where it opens up. You got the like the Air Force kind of design right there, the Captain America star with the wings, and then you can drop your popcorn right into it. I'm probably going to be dropping money for this. I'll be honest. I mean, I'm not someone that usually drops money on popcorn buckets. I have a few Ghostbuster ones, obviously. Come on, Ghostbusters. But this is, yeah, I'm gonna have to now. This is through AMC. I believe Cinemark is doing their own version. Cinemark is doing something where it's like a cup and a bucket, and also I believe Regal is doing something where they're doing a Hulk and a Hulk and a Shield-esque bucket, but not like this one. Let me see if I can pull those up. Let's pull up Regal. Regal Cinemas. Here we go. So let's pull this up right here. So yeah, they're doing a Shield in front of the bucket, and they're also doing a Red Hulk bucket. I'm not crazy about that. I mean, we get the little merch with the toppers, which is cool. You know, they're also doing the Funko Pops. Honestly, I used to be big into Funkos, but I'm kind of staying away from it right now. They're gonna have a Shield plush, you know, obviously the poster, but I mean that's okay. But I like that Shield with the collapsible bucket. So I mean, you could use it. You can take that camping. You could do so much with that. Not even funny, you know. I mean, hell, you could put a whole bunch of like Captain America, Brave New World merch inside the bucket as a display piece, or you can just kind of like put the Shield on the wall somewhere, and it's not that big of a shield either. So now, don't get me wrong, this Red Hulk, you kind of see the Harrison Ford-esque design to it, but I'm like, it looks like the head almost detaches. See, we got the line here. We got like an obviously noticeable line right there, so that's interesting. Let's see here. I'm just pulling up. David's Life says I was gonna ask you about Regal. Yep. There you go. I mean, yeah, that's the thing, guys. Let me see if I can pull up Cinemark. Let's type in Cinemark. Cinemark. There we go. So here's their take on it. So yeah, we get this. Obviously, it's going to be an aluminum bucket. So we get the metal finish paint on here, looking like the armor and the wings. I don't like the wings. I don't like those. The wings on the bucket I don't like. I like the wings on Cap. So yeah, I'm not crazy about it. It looks look. We get like a little beverage container with the bucket. I guess that's okay, but honestly, if anything, it's the AMC for me. The AMC shield looks fantastic. I mean, we got the shield looking like that. I mean, that looks awesome. It doesn't look too big. It's a nice small size. You can hang it on the wall, or hell, you can even have it as like a little cosplay piece to hang on your back. I mean, it looks fun and cool. It really does. It really does. So for me, that's what's doing it. That's what's up right now. That is totally what's up. So let's take a look at what else is going on in the collecting world. Hasbro, what the hell are you guys doing? What is Hasbro doing? We get this big glow in the dark Megazord. I'm sorry, that's a hard pass on me. He's just one big solid piece. I mean, he looks like someone dumped mutagen, the ooze from turtles all over this guy. Yeah, I'm like, I mean, for a kid, I can see that instead of a nightlight, we got this guy, we got the Rat Trap, 104 bones for Rat Trap. I'm sorry, I don't know what they're smoking. 104.99 for a Rat Trap. Cybertronian Rat Trap. That's a hard pass. I mean, I love Transformers. I haven't collected Transformers in a while because I think a lot of the quality has been crap. And that is a technical term. Here we go. Trypticon. Now, we had Trypticon a couple years ago. Okay? And honestly, this looks like just a straight up rehash repaint. This looks exactly like we had for the Combiner Wars. For the Combiner Wars Siege series, this looks identical except for a different paint scheme. He was gray. I got him at Ollie's for like I think $50. So $200? Yeah. Unless this is a Hasbro exclusive, I don't see people doing this. I mean, don't get me wrong. Trypticon's always been an insanely bad boy, but he takes up a lot of space. Whether he's in base mode, city mode, or he's in his warrior, Tyrannosaurus mode, he is a big chunky boy. I had him. He was awesome. He was so awesome. I did buy decals from Toy Hacks, toyhacks.com. You want to check them out. If you need any retro labels for any of your vintage toys, whether it's Power Rangers, Transformers, or G.I. Joe, go ahead and check out toyhacks.com. No, I'm not affiliated with them. I'm just a big fan of what they do and what they offer. So you'll definitely want to check them out. But honestly, $200? There's arguments to be made because $200, that's like a lower end hot toy right there, right? But just the quality of the Transformers, I mean, this looks too chintzy. I mean, all they did was do like a little cell shading for the windows on this Optimus, but aside from that, he looks so damn cheap. Does he look $25 worthy? Maybe $15 worthy, but not $25. And some stores are gonna mark him the hell up. I really don't know what the hell they're doing here. Now, we got the Marvel Legends pre-orders, right? This is what we're here to talk about. We got Fabian Cortez. He's someone I'm probably going to pass on. Unless, for some reason, I desire to do the Build-A-Figure. I'm not a big fan of the look here. I mean, again, these are just repainted or recolored or remolded, I should say, energy effects we've already had. I mean, he does not look all that special to me. I know there's some diehard comic book fans that are going to be cursing at me, but hey, you can curse at me. Hey, it's a free country. You can do that. So we have Husk here. Yeah, she looks a bit angry, right? But again, obviously she's an X-Men. I don't know much about her. We get this face, but then we get the angry face right here. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is a very cool sculpt. We get like her skin is being peeled off. So, I mean, for what it is, it looks very cool. But I'm going to wait for, if these are not Hasbro exclusives, they might be. But if they are Hasbro exclusives, I'm probably going to be holding off. Wait for it to hit Ollie's or Target at a sale, probably. Now, we're at Marrow. Now, hear me out, guys. I like the concept with the bones. She's got her bone blades and then the bones protruding outwards. I like that concept. But, hear me out. For those who are really good at modding and painting, I would like to see a wash on the bones. Make the bones look nice and aged or battle worn a little bit. Adding some shading in certain spots can go a long way. I mean, come on, if you're a mutant, you're like maybe in your 20s or 30s, your bones are not going to look like they're brand new. They're going to look worn, they're going to look weathered, and I think that's really missing off of this figure here. So, So that is a thing. I do want this Cyclops, not for the look, because come on, you could have done blue plastic here and covered up this part right here. Okay, this is a very classic looking Cyclops, but why do I have an interest in him? I already have 97 Cyclops. Why do I have an interest? His blast effects. They hooked Cyclops up like a tow truck. You get this a wider blast effect than we've seen before, but then we have this discharge, if you will, this blast that connects onto the top here, so we can have this kind. I mean, come on, that right there, that's a chef's kiss right there, just for the effect itself. If there was an STL file out there where I could print this out, I would do that in a friggin' heartbeat. Okay, get some. There is transparent filaments you can buy in different colors, and you can print something like this out. Bam, Bob's your uncle. I would love to do that. Okay, so odds are I'm probably going to be copping this figure just for that energy effect, and I know that seems kind of weird, but it is what it is. I would love to have this on my X-Men 97, Scott. Yeah, definitely. Put on the X-Men 97 Cyclops. It is a home run. It is a home friggin' run. Now, we all love Gambit, right? They could have gave us soft goods, but obviously they didn't. All we get is his bow staff and a different set of hands. I mean, don't get me wrong. He looks like more of a apocalyptic, end of the world kind of, like he's all rugged. He's got his suit here, but we don't get any cards. I do like the utility belt around him, but it feels lacking here, and we don't get any alternate heads either. I'm not super psyched about it. I'm just not. And, everyone's entitled to their own opinions, but I'm just not feeling this. I mean, it looks okay, but it looks like a different kind of a Gambit. And, I'm sure there are some people who are going to jump on him. But the fact that we have a Gambit without any cards, with any kind of an energy effect. I mean, hell, they could have gave us an energy effect for the staff. That would have been cool. That would have been something I'd be down for. Ultra Garzilla says the state of Star Wars toys by Hasbro isn't doing well, according to JCC's JCC 2224's video he released today. Honestly, I stopped collecting Black Series. My Black Series is currently bagged up right now. I haven't bought a Black Series figure in maybe a year or two now, maybe a year and a half. Easily. So I mean that's the thing. It's like right now Star Wars. I mean Star Wars as a fandom or as a content, I do enjoy Star Wars. Some of the newer stuff maybe not so much, but it's just not something actively in my collection, Let's see what we got here. I have to clean out the lower areas of my closet to make room for gray storage containers, 2 very large ones containing 1/118 scale military vehicles and Jurassic. Yeah, see, I mean your content, your collection is focusing on those brands right there, so you kind of have to make room for it. That just makes common sense right there. But yeah, it just feels like a total miss. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the sculpt of the hair looks good, but the eyes are very dark, obviously because it's Gambit. But I just think it's missing something here. It feels like it's missing something. Other than the cards, other than an energy effect, it feels like it's missing something. Now let's take a look here. We get this very cool looking Nightcrawler. I'm not gonna front. This looks cool. We get the little scar right there. The black and gray suit with the X emblem right there. That looks badass. This looks really good. I like the saber. I kind of wish they would do the tail so that the tail could be bent in such a way where it can hold a saber. and then you give him 2 sabers for his hands, kind of like that one scene in X-Men '97. Spoilers. I like the kind of like, growling anger look right here, like he's shouting or snarling. This is one I definitely think I probably am going to cop. I'm probably going to have to get this one. I think this one it's solid, I think. I mean, the body is something we've seen before. It's Repaint City, let's be honest. It's essentially a repaint of 97 for the most part. And yet again, we got to have our Wolverine, right? And I like that they're doing Wolverine's. They got his X logo right up there, just like Nightcrawler. But I like the utility belt. I like the gold and the black thing going on here. What they should have done was this gold right here. They should have done that for the yellow on his uniform here. That would have popped. That would have been something different. Instead of just having yellow, we had like a gold or a brass color up here. I think that would pop. But they didn't go that route. They didn't, it is what it is, and that's what it is, guys. But again, I want to say this is kind of the Wolverine head we've had before. And yes, it is a repaint essentially for the most part, but still, I like this. I like Nightcrawler. I want those two together, and I want Cyclops' energy effect. That's what I'm wanting from that wave. And don't get me wrong, Marrow, I like the concept of her. It's just that I think the bones look too damn clean. I get that she probably generates them out of her own body, on the spot, But it just feels, I don't know. It just feels, I don't know. I think they should have done some dark shading, some coloring, some weathering. But hey, who knows? Where are we gonna see happen here? So like Marvel, I mean, don't get me wrong. They look good together. But honestly, the only figures I want is going to be Logan, Nightcrawler, Scott just for the energy effect. I like Marrow. I'm probably going to pass on Gambit. I'm probably going to pass on him unless I come across him on a sale. So there is that, guys. There is that. Now, let's take a look at what else is going on. Big Bad Toy Store. I've been finding some pretty good deals here. Don't laugh at me, guys, but I was looking at some Motu, some Masters of Universe, Masterverse figures from Revelations and Revolutions. I have a small collection in the back, just a handful of figures, but I've been seeing some deals on some of the figures, and I think I kind of want a few more. But let's take a look at Big Bad Toy Store. They got some awesome offerings here. However, some of their promo photos have a little bit to be desired. I don't know if I would have put this on the front page. Let me see if we can pull this up. Here's the amazing Yamaguchi. Why do we have Barry Allen Flash again? It seems like he's leaning. His groin is leaning towards Eobard Thawne's Reverse Flash. It's a little sus. It's a little sus, guys. Come on, let's be honest. You're being a little sus there. I mean, I'm just saying. We get some Zoid action right here. Those who love the Zoids. Oh, we get some Diaclone. Yeah, but I'm not dropping $5.50 for that. I'm sorry. I just can't. Okay, we have Action Force. Action Force coming with the heat. And we get all these weapons here. I'm pretty sure these weapons will also work for G.I. Joe Classified. They just look really light. It'd be cool if these were some darker colors. But I mean, they're not bad price wise. You get a lot of accessories. The look of them, like this right here, you get your stands, you get your accessory belt, you get your guns, a shotgun, and a whole bunch of hands. excuse me, an extra head right there. Looks great. That looks amazing right there. They have some pretty good stuff. It's just I've never gone in on any Action Force figures. I've thought about a few. They got their Action Force vehicle, obviously Valaverse, and there is a lot of opinions when it comes to Valaverse and its head, its leader. None that we are going to get into, but ultimately it depends on what you collect and what you like. Here's another accessory kit. Okay, like this dark weapon here, we get all these little blast effects right here. We get a handgun, some night vision, we get some grenades. Okay, I'm liking that. So I am liking that so far. What else do we got going on here? How do you guys feel about the animated Batman figures? I've kind of stepped away from McFarlane because some of the sculpts of the multiverse, they just look terrible, or some of the paint apps have not, well, personally not been my jam. It's not my jam, so I'm not messing with it. However, the animated though, like this Riddler, he looks pretty good from Batman the Animated Series. We get this blue-gray Batman. The Scarecrow from the later seasons of Batman the Animated Series. Very different than the earlier one. More horror-esque. I mean, this is like if you took the Undertaker and you mixed him in with with the Scarecrow, and this is what you got. Firefly. He looks really cool. Oh, friggin', they got the friggin' Creeper. Oh, jeez. He was a weirdo. That was a crazy ass episode. Of course, we get our fire suit Batman with the black and the kind of the bluish gray right there. This looks cool. Obviously, this is kind of a precursor design to the Batman Beyond suit. I mean, we've seen this, the invisible type utility belt used for from one of his villains, and then he used it. We get our Nightwing with his mullet. Doesn't look too bad. I don't know. I'll probably wait to see if any of these go on sale if I decide to jump on one. Definitely skipping this Catwoman because this Catwoman does not. I mean, it's again, it's the later seasons of Batman, the new Batman Adventures. I was not a fan of some of the art styles that they were going with. Now, if they were doing like the first two or so seasons, I would be in on it. Bane looks solid. He looks very solid right here. I mean, the only thing I don't like is how the top part of the torso is very big. I'm afraid my concern is with some of the McFarlanes is when you have a heavy body, like even some of the original, like the original John Stewart Green Lantern from Justice League. Very top heavy, small, thin legs. It made them very hard, where the only way you could pose them is if you had them on a flight stand and have it holding the body straight up to balance it. That's one thing that I don't like. I can't mess with those. Ultra Carzilla says, I don't buy Multiverse unless it's a character that's interest. In my case, Sergeant Rock. And I ordered a gum for him. Okay, that's cool. That's awesome. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, not into those. See, it's only like one or two that I'm interested in. Like, I'm a Batman fan, right? I mean, I like this fire suit. It looks kind of decent, I don't like this. I don't like this all blue. I get that it is a thing, but it's just not my bag. Is this not my bag, baby? It's just not me. I just can't. Now, this, this Mr. J with the hyenas, it's okay. I mean, for $25, you're getting two animals with the Joker, but you don't get any accessories, though. That's the thing. No gun, no, like, killer flower, nothing. It's like, no. No. Now, I was going to say, Harvey Dent would be a good one, but I don't like the sculpt here. This does not look like him. From the cartoon, this does not look like him. That's a hard. Seeing the face, I mean, the Two-Face part, I could kind of like, okay, I can work with that. But the human side, that doesn't even look like him from the cartoon, so that's a pass. McFarlane, you can do better. You've done better. You can do better, and you've done better in the past. Yeah, this is a pass. That is total failure right there. Again, we have Batgirl. Again, my fear is, like, look at how big her head is compared to her torso, and then you have her legs here. I don't think she's going to balance well. I don't think she's going to be very posable. I think you're going to have a lot of issues, especially if the joints are very loose. And what's with the skin tone eyebrows up here? I mean, seriously, Todd McFarlane, what the frack are you doing? This makes no sense. We're going to have skin tone eyebrows above her eyes. When you can see the cowl goes above her eye right there. This makes no sense whatsoever. This looks retarded. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say the word retarded, but this looks idiotic. This really does. This does not. No. Just no. And by the way, no. Yeah, just no. This. I mean, points for giving us like a clincher stand, but we probably need that for this figure. That's the thing, in order for the figure to stand upright. So that's just disappointing. That's disappointing. I don't care who you are. I don't care who your mama is. I mean, again, this is the later Batman from the animated series. I prefer, the earlier one. We get his grappler by itself, we get battering by itself, and we get the grappler with the hand, and then we get some extra hands. Again, we need a clincher, because look how thin the legs are opposed to how big the torso is. This is no. This is a no, just no. I mean, I love Batman and all, but I just can't. Ultra Carzilla says, blame Warner Brothers for doing this dumb no-gun policy on Warner Brother properties, and they allow McFarlane Toys to have certain figures to come with guns, but not all of them. Warner WB, get rid of the gun policy shit. I mean, and that's the thing. The grappler is technically a gun. It could be used to kill someone, but they don't perceive it as that way. Let's take a look at this acrylic. I was never a fan of this version of Killer Croc. I really wasn't. And I get we get the girl who's really a woman, and obviously that's like a perfect match for these two. But I don't like this. The thing is, I think part of it is this animation was trying to be more cleaner, more brighter, more family friendly, whereas like the first couple seasons of Batman the Animated Series was so dark and gritty. And I mean, like, you saw like boils and bumps, and you saw Killer Croc look like he was half man, half crocodile. This, he just looks like a croc that, he just looks like a human with some painted lines on him, and he's just covered in like permanent sewage. That's all he looks like. I just can't. No, this is a pass. This is a pass. It really is. I mean, just total failure. You failed the city. You really have. Anything else here? McFarlane multiverse. Let's go ahead and give myself nightmares for a while. Simon Baz, I'm not terrible. I like. He's not one of my favorites. Um, in I get that this is how the art scheme is, but his outfit almost looks like if you gave Kick-Ass a Green Lantern ring, almost. The design of the cowl and everything that he wears. I'm just not a fan of that personally. We got this like Planet Ran swamp thing. It's intriguing. It's intriguing. That's it. I'm not interested in it. I'm just saying it's an intriguing concept. Here we go. Simon Baz again. Okay, this one looks. I like the green and green with the black. That looks a little bit more solid. If only they gave us like an LED where the ring did light up. Oh, that would be cool. But they'd have to charge a lot more. We get Professor Zoom versus Multiverse Batman. I mean, I'm not crazy. Not crazy about it. As far as the sculpt, it just looks like a repainted Flash. That's all. And we've had this version of Batman a couple times before, with a sword instead of a gun. Ultra Godzilla, I can already hear your thoughts. This, I just now. I mean, don't get me wrong. I give them points for attempts, and this does look cool. But we all know about the paint apps, or we know about the limited mobility with some of the figures, and the limited posability. So that's the thing right there. I mean, we have had light up features in McFarlane figures a few times, not too many, but a few. I mean, if this was glowing right here, or the eyes were, I could get down with it. I could kind of back that, but no. Otherwise, no. There's not a whole lot here. Like, they're finally doing the Dawn of Justice. Superman versus Doomsday after how many years? And now that movie series or universe is dead. Yeah, it's kind of a pass. I know there are some people who are going to go for the armored suit, and don't get me wrong, the armored suit Batman does look good. It looks weathered. I like that. You got the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman. Okay, that does look good considering the price. That does look pretty decent. Am I going for it? No, but it looks decent. Ultra Carzil says the McFarlane Toys Flashpoint Batman from 2-pack with Zoom does come with guns, and he's one of the certain figures of DC Universe to come with guns. Yep, definitely. But I don't know what now. Here's something that really grinds my gears. Okay, doing the cell shading, you're not doing it right. This looks terrible. This looks like somebody tripped Superman and he fell in some paint, and it's like permanently stained his outfit. That's what this looks like. And what's with like the red lips there? Like, it looks like he has lipstick. It looks like this is like glam rock Superman. I don't like the coloring here, whether this is supposed to be like digitized or something. I don't like the look of this. This looks terrible. Look how like the red is splashing from his underoos onto the belt right there. I mean, when you can see poor paint apps inside in a picture, in a promotion picture, that's terrible. Kudos for them for actually doing soft goods. We'll see how well those soft goods are, but take a look at this. We get this kind of shading along the arm here, right? We have it along the chest. It would make sense that you have shading here, but guess what? You don't. You don't. That's why McFarlane is having a hard time, selling these figures. I mean, I get the concept. He's trying to do the cell shading like Marvel has been doing. Marvel doesn't do it the greatest either. There are other people who are doing cell shading to make it look friggin' fantastic. Mondo, you know I'm talking about you. But this is a hard pass. I don't like the sculpt. The long hair, I wouldn't necessarily mind. But with the paint apps on here, it's just a hard miss. Or a hard pass, I should say. It's just terrible. It's so terrible, it's terrible. Now see, here's the thing. Like, he went with the kind of like black and white edition, but with the yellow accents here. You wait long enough, hey, you can get this for $15. There you go. Here, if you wanted the DC Multiverse, here you go. The Drowned action figure for $10. Hey, you wait long enough, you can get it cheap enough. The Black Lantern rings, or the Black Lanterns from a couple years ago. If you waited the long game, if you played the long game, get it for $16.24. And this is a great. The Deathstorm figure is one of my favorite figures. I do have it. I got it when it first came out. He looks very menacing. I love putting the Dark Lanterns because they look like the undead. Pairing them with the vampire, the DC vampire figures, those are my favorites. But what was the last vampire they did? I think it was Captain Marvel. A lot of these are older figures, but I passed on them. Like the Rocketeer Kingdom Come version of Batman. Yes, I called it Rocketeer because take a look at that. Tell me that backpack does not look like the friggin' Rocketeer. I don't care who your mama is. That's the friggin' Rocketeer with a little bit of a little bit of extra going down there. That's all I'm saying. For $18, I mean, I don't know. I might consider it. I might not. Here we go. The Green Lantern Batman. For shits and giggles, I would be tempted to get him, just because we get a little silver finish for his gauntlets and his belt. I mean, come on, giving Batman a Green Lantern ring. That's just all kinds of dangerous. The only thing though is, I don't like how they have some of the, like, around his bat emblem with the Green Lantern right there. We see a little bit more green, like a brighter green here than we do. Everything looks a little bit more like it's meant to be looking more metallic here, but it doesn't look that way here in the torso. Those are gripes I have. Okay, I like the green eyes, but there's a lot I don't like about this. Okay, we get this little background thing. Whoop-de-doo. I'm not a big fan of the background. I like that we get the stand, obviously. We get these, I think, should be more of a brighter green. Same thing with the lantern. This one's, I think there's too much I disagree with it for me to want that. I already do have this armored Batman from here. The Superman versus Ultraman, hell no. I will never buy this. Look how friggin' goofy he looks. He looks like he's from a Primus video with that big overdrawn sculpted face. No way. Ultraman, I don't like the gaps, the big gaps we can see here. So that's a hard pass. Although I like the look in his face with the glowing red eyes, but this guy, he looks like, no, just no. No way, no way, no how. Now, we're going to go ahead, we're going to skip off of there. We're not going to talk about Hasbro. Now, I actually went in on this today. Thanks to, big shout out to Mega J Retro. He did a stream about a week or two ago talking about Rio Blaster coming out, or Rio Blast from Motu. This is a new version of him coming out through Mattel Creations. Now, he went live earlier today because this was originally supposed to be announced, and then it got pushed back, and then they were like, oh, we're going to do this, but it's not going to come out until this day, and then it got pushed again. So I actually went in on him because I think he looks pretty cool for that retro look. There were conversations that were had. There were like, he's almost of the same vein where what if he was paired up with like a Brave Star cartoon. I like this. He's kind of like the Wild West lawman for Eternia. So I did go in on him. Pre-orders are still open, by the way, guys. So if you're still limited, if you're still interested, you can jump in on him. That's because I already have something in my cart. That's why. I already have him. I am thinking about getting this Horde Trooper. I mean, he's like 8.5 inches tall. I like how metallic, how the finish is on him. I wish the emblem was also like a metallic, like maybe a darker burgundy metallic color, you know? Or I could see doing some weathering on him to make him look like he's battle worn. So, I mean, it is a thing. But I'm holding off for right now. Ultra Carzilla says, speaking of Mattel Creations, I did receive my first ever Mattel Creations package, and one I got is Jurassic Park World Hammond Collection Velociraptor Blue. Oh, awesome. Ultra Car says, okay, guys, I have to go now. Go ahead, have a great night, man. Take care. Be well. We'll catch you on the next stream. I do have some unboxes planned for the next couple weeks, so if you guys want to hang out the next couple weeks, we're going to be doing a few things, such as I do have Doc. We got our Doc Greer from G.I. Joe Classified. Now, I was able to get him courtesy of Dre the Collector, Dre the Geek Dad. And also, I also got this from Dre. We got our Bloodstorm. That is a vampirized version of Storm, so you know I had to get her. Come on, Bloodstorm would be the perfect girl for Blade. We all know this. Come on. Let's just make it happen, Captain. See here, what else we got going on? I am starting to have thoughts about the Motu Ninja Turtles crossovers. Usually, I'm not always crazy about crossovers. I'm very periodic about them. But I am thinking about these. I mean, this Leo looks cool. They also have this Raph. He's kind of like a Ram Man Raph, which is just kind of weird to see Ram Man Raph here. But hey, it's a thing. It is a thing here. I'll probably shop around, see if I can find some deals here. They've done a couple different versions of each of the figures. I do like this Donnie though. This Donnie kind of looks like a serpent ninja with his staff right there. That kind of looks pretty cool. We also got this Man at Arms Donatello, which looks cool. There's a few that I'm interested. So there you go. Of course, Masterverse Revelations and Revolutions. I'm tempted to get this from the show. I actually enjoyed it tremendously, but Archer says, I'm glad I'm not into Turtles Grayskull because I'm saving money. Yeah, the thing is, like, I don't want to necessarily pay, $20, $25 for these figures. If I see them on sale somewhere, then yeah, maybe I'll grab them just to have them, to kind of grow the turtle shelf a little bit, Maybe I'll do that, but we'll see what happens. It's weird that they made Mikey. I can't believe they did this. They made Mikey He-Man. They gave Mikey the He-Man outfit. He doesn't have the sword, but he has a shield, which is a turtle shell, obviously, and he has his nunchucks. But he's got the He-Man here. I think that's friggin' hilarious. I think that is hilarious. That's one of the most funniest things I think I've ever seen. Now, Skeletor Shredder looks badass. He looks pretty cool, but also it's the scale. Like, we get this tube of mutagen right there. It looks cool for the concept, but right now I don't have any Motu Origins scale figures. So the thing is, like, if I do this, then I'm kind of going down that rabbit hole. But I like my Masterverse Revolution and Revelation figures. I like those scales, and I think I'm sticking with that for the most part. Also, guys, coming up in the next week or two, or the next few weeks, I do also have Hot Toys we still need to open. We have the 2012 Captain America. We also have Doctor Strange from No Way Home, and we also have the integrated Spider-Man suit from No Way Home as well. So we have a lot of stuff we'll be opening up, hopefully within the next few weeks, once I get everything sorted out around here. Now, I know Tuesday nights are kind of hard right now because there's a lot of larger toy collector streams that go on. Trust me, I am no stranger. I am not, oblivious to that. There are a lot of other streams that go on. Okay, here on YouTube, let's just. Whoa, I took myself off the screen. How did I do that? For anyone who's into computer building, there is Brayathorn. Let me just pull him up right here. He does amazing reviews, but he also helps you buy live on live streams. He helps you pick out pre-built computers that they're for you. Like, for example, if you say you're a content creator or you say you like to make videos, he's going to try and help you pick out a pre-built computer from various companies that fits your budget and fits your use case, which is great. Let's see who else is going live here. We have Geeks Have Game. There's a stream. Uncle Jesse, who does a lot of great live streams for 3D building, for 3D printing. He's a great one to have. Let's see what else we got going on here. Hobsco, which is a electric bike company, e-bike company, which is a great one to follow. Of course, Toy Anxiety, YHS, yes, have some channel. They're there. They have their streams going on. There's a whole bunch of other streams. A lot of collectors are live right now. We have videos that were premiering an hour ago. So Tuesday nights tends to be a pretty hard night to get viewers, and I do acknowledge that, and I appreciate you guys for coming out. I am looking at doing some potential other streams on a different night. It's hard to see what the landscape is with the next few weeks. We have the NFL playoffs, and ultimately we're going to have the Super Bowl coming up soon. But this tends to be a bit of a strange time right now when it comes to doing live streams, because you're competing with so many other people. It does become a little bit hard to do. And by the way, guys, if you love Power Rangers content and you like maybe to see some of the TMZ side of that content, the gossip and all the contents, all the he said she said about it, you want to go follow Henry Resilient. He's the man, he's the myth, he's the legend. He digs investigative information that you would not believe a person could actually find, and he puts it right out there. I was introduced to him via Hey Archer's channel, and I started following his content, and it's addicting. It is totally addicting. Definitely worth a watch, guys. But guys, I'm going to wrap this up. It's about 10:40 p.m. Eastern time, and also we're doing down to just one or two people watching right now. So with that being said, I want to thank everyone who's popped through the chat. We had so many people come through. Nerd Affiliated. We had Ultra Carzilla. We had David's Life. We had Zombie Hunter. We had Millennium Workshop. We had Mega Demon Collects. We had so many people come through the channel tonight. I want to thank you guys for stopping through. And anyone who's watching this on the replay, #Replay Squad, thank you guys for coming through. And again, if anyone ever wants to come on live to Tuesday Night Talks, the link is always open for you guys to join us. And next week, we'll see what happens with next week. Either next week we're going to be sobbing our worries away if the Bills lose, or if they win, who knows, maybe we'll be doing a special unbox. We'll see what happens with that, guys. But again, it's 2025. Dave's Dimension Tuesday Night Talks is back in action. Maybe we'll move it to a Monday. We'll see what happens. I did talk about doing a Monday reaction stream to Monday Night Raw. If you guys would like to see that, let me know in the comments section below. But guys, as always, this is Dave's Dimension. Dave's Dimension, the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. Your channel for tech, toys, and talk. We did a lot of talking, a lot of tech talk earlier today. But the stream is always open to anyone and everyone. No judgments, no political agendas. Just hang out, discuss, let's chop it up. And guys, don't forget, this Friday night, the return of the Outer Dimensions podcast, which will be streamed directly on the Outer Dimensions podcast channel and also here at Dave's Dimension. So please tune in, chop it up. Don't forget, we have Brick Something joining us this week. We're actually opening up the Outer Dimensions podcast to guests to do some special reviews, some special insights. So, guys, please stay tuned. And you guys know what I'm going to say. I say it all. You still have more Hot Toys? Yeah, I said I have 3 Hot Toys still. I have Captain America 2012 version, that comes with the Loki scepter. We have Doctor Strange from No Way Home with his altar and all his effects. And we also have a special deluxe version of the integrated Spider-Man suit, which has a whole diorama base. So we have 3 Hot Toys we have yet to unbox. And of course, we have a Hot Toy to give away later this spring for Stream for the Cure. So guys, stay tuned for that. He says baller. Great stream. No, man, thank you for hanging out the entire time. But guys, we have a lot more stuff coming through the pipeline for 2012. 2012, Jesus. I went back in time for a second. For 2025, the Outer Dimensions podcast, please share it. Join us this Friday night or catch us on replay. But guys, also please follow Dre the Collector. He's no longer the Collector Safe Space. Dre is the Geek Dad now. So please go check him out. And don't forget, this Friday we have Brick Something. So please join us then. And until next time, guys, you know what I'm going to say. I say it every single time. Keep on busting. And I'm always going to catch you on the flip side. Take care, guys.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait!